Well, we're ready here in Sioux City, Iowa for our second matchup between Sioux City Metros and Cedar Rapids. This is the varsity contest here. Yesterday was a 5-2 victory for the Metros. So they're going to look to get off to a fast start here today, get something rolling.
Yeah, how about a repeat of yesterday? We got a little bit of a late start yesterday, but once we finally got rolling, things were clicking.
Well, it was pretty obvious that Cedar Rapids had watched the previous night's game against Omaha and seen that all they had to do was shoot. So, and something was going to go in. So they were shooting from outside the blue line a lot. Their first 4 shots on goal were mostly dump-ins. And we're off to the races here. Barner's attacking his guy. Can't quite get to him, so Cedar Rapids takes it over. Chunks it up the middle here. Coming up the left side, 34 with a shot. Hits the shin pad of Drake Anderson, and Barner takes this one over. He curls with it. Goes across to Anderson, who gives it right back to him. Tries to get it to Andre there and gets swatted away by the good defensive positioning of Cedar Rapids there right in the middle, clogging up the neutral ice area. Rapids is able to dump one in. Omby takes it, scoots it along here. He's got Barner up the right side. Barner's got space. He shoots. Catches it right in the blocker there, and good save by the goaltender. Nice overlap there to Brendan Lynch. He gets tripped up going through. I'm surprised there's no interference call on that. We've got the referee from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, they said today or something.
Yeah, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. You know, that was a great pass from Burge up to Lynch to see. We want to see more of that, those quick passes. I mean,
tic-tac-toe.
We want to move north and south, and that's the quickest way to do it, right?
Yeah. And that referee may have been from Wisconsin 100 years ago. There's a shot towards the net, almost tapped in by Chase Mann. But that referee is clearly from Sioux Falls. I've seen him there 1,000 times. He lives there. I've spoken to him plenty. We've went for dinner.
Well, maybe he's originally from
I can tell you
Wisconsin.
he lives in Sioux Falls for at least 10 years. Unless my vision is off and I'm seeing somebody else out there. Shot by Hesse. Nice shot in front there. Blocked down by the defense, number 12 there, and he takes it around the net for a little protection here, looking to get an outlet pass. He gets ridden off there by Chase Mann, and Mann gets it poke checked away right when he's ready to shoot. So Hesse turns with it back up ice here, looking for Colton Kane, and he can't get the handle on that one. Cedar Rapids, number 10, up the left side, down into the Zamboni end. This is the end with the bad bounce in the corner if you rim the puck. So be looking for that right there. They shoot it around that corner. It hits that little bump. It'll come right back towards our own net. Cedar Rapids turning in the neutral zone there and trying to get that one in deep. They just get it to go up and across. Almost get a shot out of the deal there. Shots are 4-0. Sioux City has had 4 already here, early going. 14:53 and counting, so we're only a couple minutes into this thing. And there's a shot by Carter Johnson wide left here and knuckleball. Puck was standing on edge on that one, and Cedar Rapids comes back 2-on-2 with a back checker. That's Woodbury back in the lineup, and it was a good back check by him to get there and break that up. Anderson turns with it, bumps it along, looking for Burge. Burge is going to get poke checked and take this one back down below to Anderson. He takes a second and throws it up to Woodbury, can't handle the heat. And here comes Cedar Rapids with a good dump in by them as they get the first forechecker in there hard and heavy and putting all kinds of pressure on Anderson. Barner's able to come up with the puck here and trap it along the wall. Turns away from 2 and leaves him in the dust and gets that nice play up here to Omby. Good stretch pass. Omby's got space. He's looking to pass it back. Can't get the handle on it. He had what looked like Andre and Barner back door. Both of them ready for a tip in. Shot by Burge there. Sticked aside by the goaltender there and into the corner there. Barner pokes it away to Omby. Omby takes a high check from his counterpart there. Barner with a backhand to net. And then he passes back to Anderson. Tip in front just goes wide of the net there off his skate. They rim that one around. Kept in by Burge. Barely keeps it alive. Does a little butterfly pass at it and gets himself stuck in a 2-on-1 by swatting at the puck and not skating. And he got lucky. Those guys went offsides.
I don't know how they went outside. They were coming in on a 2-on-1, and
Burge put the voodoo on him, I guess.
I guess. I don't know how you don't stop up there.
Holy cow.
Unbelievable.
Is this thing on? Hello? Yeah. That was great. Number 26 here for Cedar Rapids with some wheels off the faceoff. He's going to take this one, catch Heck in the middle there and lose it. Kane will try to get it out, and he can't get around him. So Mann skates it up the ice. That's Chase Mann, the junior from East High School in Sioux City. He gets poke checked, and Burge was in on the skate, so he's ahead of the play. The only man back was Hesse, and luckily, good back checking. Look at that. Oh my God, that blue line just jumped up and tripped Brendan Lynch.
Ooh.
Brendan Lynch not able to jump over that blue line there, and it snagged his foot there.
No, but he
drug him to the ice.
He did draw a penalty, but boy, what a pass. What a stretch pass from Hesse there from the blue line, and we're going to get offsetting penalties. What would have been a power play for Sioux City now turns into a even strength.
Well, yeah, you saw Lynch take it into the corner there, and as he turned, he came away from the boards, and he was picking up the boarding calls. The guy shoved him into the boards after he didn't have possession anymore, and then Colton Kane took exception to that and retaliated against the player. And so Kane's going to sit for Sioux City, and I don't see the number of the guy for Cedar Rapids over there in the box, but we're going to have coincidentals, and in high school hockey, that's 5-on-5 hockey still, so we're full strength, both teams here. Nothing will go up on the board. But at 10:51, they'll both be able to come out after the nearest whistle. Good back check by Chase Mann to come right through the middle there and pick up that play. Zombi was playing D and got trapped. Barner's going to come away with this one. He's got space up the right side. He's just going to go for a skate. He doesn't have any help with him. He's got a drop pass to Mann maybe. You skate up the ice, you expect you want your teammates to get to open areas, not with a guy in between you so you can pass to him. That's the struggle this Cedar Rapids kid's having now. He's only got one outlet to his right. And it gets dumped in here. Omby takes it. Remember, it's 5-on-5 here. Oh my goodness! No call there as there was some serious head contact there on Landon Toft. Stolen by Cedar Rapids in a shot. Oh, blocked into the shin of Omby. It looked like it caught him right under the shin pad. In the soft area there. He's limping, trying to get up to the bench there. He's going to stand in front and just hold some space. Now Omby taps it along. He's able to skate, it looks like. Cedar Rapids keeps it in along the wall there. They rim it back around, looking to get some action on the right side there. Woodbury tips it in his own end like he's trying to cycle with them. Maybe he's on their team today. Pass out front by Cedar Rapids, just an errant play. Nobody home there, and that was a charging play as number 12 came off the bench and had a head of steam. He was trying to line up Woodbury there.
Arguably a knee in there too.
Yeah, kind of flung the knee out at the last second there, but I think they were both just trying to avoid that collision at the last second. Here's Barker with it. Barker gets scared at the last minute and doesn't want to take the hit, and then gives Ramsey a little shove for surprising him there. Down in front, and that one's covered by the Cedar Rapids goaltender with 11:15 left on the clock. 0-0 today still. 5 shots for Sioux City. 0 for Cedar Rapids. How do you think we look, Jeremiah?
Well, I'm seeing some good things, but I'm also seeing some little hesitancy. Is that a word?
Something like that, yeah.
Just need to make quicker decisions, I guess, and get the puck north and south and shoot.
Looks like we're going that way now. North and south it is. Barner slides it over. He was looking for Lynch, who was heavily checked by the defense there. And when we say the word checked, mind you, sometimes that means they're just there's a defender on them in space, taking away their stick in their space and an opportunity to use them. That's also a form of checking. You don't just have to hammer somebody to check them. So there's Barner with some fancy stick handling there in front, and he's unable to get the little sauce pass over to Mann. So Mann's going to come back and skate all the way back and force that play to get dumped in so Sioux City can gain possession again. Sioux City with possession over here to Omby. Omby up the middle. Omby leaves it for Mann on the right side, and that might go for an icing. Nope. They're saying that one's clean, so play behind the net. Bodies go flying. And Hesse with a nifty little toe drag, and then he throws the body on the incoming player, and that was a good job by Hesse. Now that toe drag doesn't work. He's in a huge amount of trouble from the coaching staff, but it worked that time, so we'll let him have the glory of that. Man ducked under that big hit from Moscardo, but still fell down for his effort. Back in the corner, Drake Anderson's going to pick this one up behind the net. Anderson tick-tocks over to the corner there by Burge. Burge along here to Omby. Omby backhands out, and he can't get it out of the zone there momentarily. So Cedar Rapids takes it over, brings it in up the right side, up the left side. Oh, drop pass to the defense. Pigs got a nice shot right there, blocked aside by Keegan DeVries, in goal for Sioux City today. Pushed into the corner by Burge. Andre takes an elbow to the head as he's able to punch it back up to the Cedar Rapids defense to let him have another shot there. We are obligatory like that, so if you want the puck, just call for it. Sioux City's apt to give it to you if you're playing defense, as are a lot of pro teams. Anderson with this one, he's got space, and he has a 2-on-1 developing if he can get it over to Barner for the shot. Just got it a little bit late once he started to get covered by the back checker.
No, I think he got the shot off. I just think it got tipped by the goaltender. Stick, maybe.
That was a nice little play, a little nifty play by number 10 there. But he took a bunch of pressure from Barner and couldn't get a pass off there. Cedar Rapids up the left side here. They drop it off. And Bobby Bachelor's going to call that offside as somebody slid across the line early. 8:25 left in the first. It's 0-0. Shots are 6-1, Sioux City. Coaching staff is letting the players know that it's time to dial this up over there. The Sioux City coaching staff not happy about the play so far. They've expected a little more out of them this morning. As you do with anything, you expect them to be just a little bit better every single day, and until finally one day you're great.
Yeah.
This is a little hiccup in our progression, but I can tell you by the wheels moving there with Mann and Omby there, especially Chase Mann this morning, his back check has been phenomenal. He's helped the defense out tremendously. And there's Burge rimming it around to Toft. Landon Toft over here can't get it out of the zone there. So Cedar Rapids is going to push it back around the net to the right side. Quick one-timer there off the sidewall from Cedar Rapids. That one missed and went into the corner there where they battle. Battling down here in this left end in. Puck still loose. Landon Toft with it. He's skating backwards. Gives it to Hesse behind the net for a little protection there. Hesse's going to rim one up. Looking for Omby up here, and that one gets pushed in offside, so we get a free play to get out. Toft is just going to chip that one in. That's not what the coaching staff was looking for. They want him to have possession of that and skate it in. The more time they can have with the puck, the less tired they are because they're not chasing, so look for Sioux City to hold on to the puck a lot more, just like this here. Hold the puck, turn with it, keep possession, make the other team chase you to wear themselves out. And there's just a shot by Omby up the wall. Gives it away right to Cedar Rapids, and this is trouble for Sioux City here. We saw this a few times yesterday and twice resulted in the goals. Ace Mann takes a ride to the ice as he gets a left elbow there. Mann's going to pick it up as they try to clear. And he goes for the one-time shot right into the shin pads of number 20 there, and it goes out of play, so we'll have a whistle here. I can tell you if Chase Mann had any more energy, he would use his signature pullback move. He would have went right around that guy, made a few hard strides to the net, and made a scoring attempt, but he was done, so he just shot it.
He was late on the shift and needed to change, so Omby was sitting there right in front of the net waiting for an opportunity, but puck was up and out of play.
This is dumped in here and then taken over by Sioux City. Oh, and they can't get it out. Nice tip in front there by number 10, but he redirects it into the corner instead of at the net. And Sioux City able to clear it out here. Cedar Rapids takes over, trying to regroup at center. They dump one in left of the net there off the back wall. Hesse's going to take this one. He pivots. Nice pivot, a couple good overlap strides there, and then he decides to give it away. I know the frustration there is you just lose the handle off the toe of the stick there. Anderson with it. Up to Barner. Barner's got a little bit of space. He's going to do a pullback to try and slow up the defense, and he gets dragged down. No call. He's pulled down from behind. We're going to bring out the Carter Johnson. Is that Solma at center?
Solma centering there, yeah.
Solma centering, and then looks like Woodbury on the left side there. So little L3 action here, trying to get them going in the game here. It's Anderson with the backhand swat to the corner, looking for Woodbury. Woodbury puts it back behind the net. Nobody's home there. Not sure who he's going to on that play. And that one just goes in front where it's tipped up in front of the goaltender. He can't hold on to it, so it goes in the corner. And Woodbury comes out. He chips one around a guy. He's got a 2-on-1 if he can get it over here in the middle. Oh, he had Solma, and he put it behind him. That was unfortunate. It was a good play to get that up ice and create some pressure on Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids comes away with it now as they make a wholesale line change as they have possession, and they get a scoring opportunity there deep in the zone. 5:08 left in the first period here. Shots are 7-4. Cedar Rapids starting to catch up, close the gap. We're going to have a face-off down deep here. Looks like Landon Toff wins that one cleanly to the corner. Burge isn't ready for it, and he's going to have to chase. And now a shot across the crease there, and no deflection. Chase Mann's tripped up again. They're going to call it this time. Looks like that's going to give Sioux City their first power play opportunity of the day. Number 12 for Cedar Rapids is going to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. We'll bring the face-off outside the blue line, and we'll see Sioux City's power play come alive. Looks like they're going to bring power play 1 out. Johnson on the left, Barner on the right, Mann at center. Ownby and Burge in the backhand here. That's power play 1 for you this weekend. And Burge is going to scoot it behind the net here, looking for the overlap. Still not sure why they do this when they don't bring a guy in with full speed. It's usually the only reason you do that, but they're able to get it up here to center here with Johnson turned the wrong way. He's new on that first power play unit this weekend. You see a pattern to what they do every time. They run the same 2 patterns out. They'll run a swing right or a flow left with a double pass. And Chase Mann brings that one all the way up the right side. He's able to get it down in deep below the goal line. Gives way to Burge. Burge with this one in the corner there. Ethan Burge passes it out to Ownby. Ownby back over to Burge. He's got traffic in front. Barner on the right side here, and he puts it in front for Carter Johnson. Johnson with the tip just goes into the corner. That was a nice little play they had going there. They battle along for it, and Barner's in the middle. He's going to have to take his guy to the ice as his guy was giving him heck there, so he throws him down in the middle. No calls. The ref was watching the puck. I told you that yesterday. The ref starts puck watching, and then they miss a lot of penalties. That could have easily been a coincidental on both of them there. Shot, and over the net there as Toff rips one wide. Ownby to Burge. Burge has space. He sauces one down to the corner, looking for Toft again. Toft has Ownby. Ownby shooting off the tip of the glove there to Carter Johnson. Johnson trying to get it out front to Barner. Barner causing heck in front there. He's loading up the middle for the screen. Over to Johnson. Johnson to Barner. One-timer, and that one gets kicked aside there at the last second by the toe of the goaltender. He'd had a terrific day yesterday, and today is no different. He's having a good day so far.
Good looking setup right there. Good series of opportunities for Sioux City on that first power play. But power play is brought to you by Pump and Pack. It's a Pump and Pack power play here on Sunday morning.
Don't forget to stop and get some coffee this morning at Pump and Pack. Fill up with gas.
Best coffee in town from what I hear.
Well, someday I'll have to make it over there and check it out. Down in the corner here. We are back to full strength, so we're 5-on-5. That puck went in and hit the stanchion.
Oh, it hit the stanchion. I thought it hit somebody on the bench there.
Hit that the green stanchion right there on the corner and came back the opposite direction. We're going to have a penalty call here. Down in the corner, Cedar Rapids fans are clapping, so we got a rough on Anderson. We're going to get a look here with 2:42 left in the first at Cedar Rapids power play as Anderson sits for 2. So Sioux City unable to capitalize on their first attempt at a power play today, and Cedar Rapids gets one here right at the end of the first here to see what they can do. They're going to bring out 9-10-2 up front here, and they've got looks like 11 and is that 20 over there on right D? 11 and 20 on right D.
Sir.
Shot! And that's saved in front with a pad save and a cover up by Keegan DeVries, a Sioux City goaltender. 2:35 left in the first period here, 0-0 if you're just catching it. Cedar Rapids has absolutely dominated us all weekend in faceoffs, and they win that one straightforward, looking for number 9 behind the net there. He's able to get it for 1 second, and then Hesse clears it up. Right back to the defense, though. Cross-ice play for Cedar Rapids, and I'm not sure what that kid was doing, but
I think he thought he had a last-second effort to.
He wasn't reading that snow pile over there. See, the snow builds up along the benches where the players stop to make line changes, and every time the puck goes right there, there's about a 12-foot area that it just sucks it in like quicksand. Cedar Rapids power play. Having trouble getting possession here in the offensive zone here. Just starting to make it through neutral ice here. They get a handoff here, and they might have a shot right into the midsection of Keegan DeVries, and a flyby there by number 10. Takes a swat at it as DeVries didn't hold on to it cleanly and then had to cover. 1:45 left in the period. A minute left on the power play. Pass across, Cedar Rapids shot from the point. Glove save by Keegan DeVries. Shots are starting to even up now, 7-6. Sioux City still got a one-shot advantage here in the end of the first period. But this power play is going to add some confidence to Cedar Rapids' game here as they've won all 3 faceoffs and had a shot off of the first 2. Cedar Rapids with possession down low. They swatting at it. It was on the back of the net.
Should come out of the zone here. Yes, it is.
That's what they're saying. Is looked like number 22 was the last one to touch it before it went onto the back of the net. Barner's going to take this face off against number 22, it looks like, from Cedar Rapids, and he wins it straight back. Rapids going to turn with it, get it poke check by Omby, who shoots 5-hole score! Unassisted Tyler Omby. That's the first goal of the game, and he lights a lamp shorthanded.
Oh, boy, what a goal, and I'm not so sure that I got that camera.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Maybe
your only job is to turn the camera?
Well,
literally.
Well, I know, but he
left and then right.
He grabbed that so quickly that I wasn't moving quick enough. I hope I got it, but if I didn't, I do apologize.
Put your phone down. No texting.
No, I wasn't texting. Now I'm going to go see if I got it.
Oh, they're playing again here. Blair.
Yeah.
Come on. We got Cedar Rapids in the neutral area here.
Let's get a little excited. Kid's
senior year, and he can't see his only goal of the year. Just kidding. Tyler's our leading scorer this year, so he's been doing a heck of a job here. It's Barner over in the corner, chipping it along. They're still killing the penalty here. 20 seconds left. Burge takes this one up. He's got a shorthanded opportunity here. 2-on-2. Burge and Barner. He gives it to Barner into the skate. Barner shoots one towards the net. 50 seconds left in the period. Power play's almost up, but Barner and Burge down in the corner causing havoc, not allowing a possession by Cedar Rapids. They throw it up the middle here and looking for that stretch play. Unable to get it going. Full strength here for the last 30 seconds of the period. Barner's going to dump that one in deep. They're making a wholesale line change here as Cedar Rapids will take it out from behind their own net. Up to center. They lose possession there as Hesse with a blind drop all the way across to Drake Anderson, and then
they're cheering.
Cedar Rapids cheers for a hit. They got number 11 got a hit there and slowed Brendan Lynch down, knocked him on his keister, and
cheering head contact though is
fellow teammates like that. Well, it's tough. I mean, the guy's like 6'9", and Brendan Lynch is 4'11". How do you not have head contact? I suppose.
Yeah, I get that.
Never want to fault the kid for his size. I know they used to do that when the kids were younger, and a big kid would run into a little kid. They'd call a penalty, and it was just the big kid couldn't stop, and everyone faulted them for how big they were. So we won't do that today. Big number 11 just lit up Brendan Lynch, and he gets the props for his effort. Lynch had his head down just a little bit, trying to get that pass at the last second, and kind of tried to tip it and not get hit, but they caught him a little.
Yeah, I got it.
You got the goal?
It was at the far end of the. Got it when
you did not get the goal.
Yes, I did.
It was already in.
Nope, I seen it. I could see the puck.
Oh, my goodness.
Shut it.
You fired.
Should we run down some sponsors?
Have you ever been fired from a volunteer position? You're about to be.
Always, yeah, but then they rehire me.
Because no one else
steps up.
That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the free coffee, which we don't even get. Hey, you just cut our audio out. I don't know how that all worked, but
I think it was on that.
Double J is going to run down some sponsorships for you, and we'll see if you guys can head out there at some point in this coming year and support some of these sponsors that so proudly support us. And
yeah, now we got a sponsorship book. We can run down some sponsors here. We got NB Photography by Nicole. I'm assuming that's Nicole Bunce. Does not say, no phone number, but connect with her.
You know what assumptions do, buddy.
Well, that's true.
I've got no idea.
American Family Insurance, Mark Johnson. What a great guy. 712-258-7770. Catch him over there at 329 West 20th Street. Los Hills Honey.
Los Hills Honey?
Los Hills Honey.
We had a little, it's Los Hills Honey.
Los Hills.
Los. Like, you say it like L-U-S-S.
Los. Well, it looks like Los to me, so.
The Los Hills, you know what those are, right?
Well, yeah.
They're only in China and America right here along the Missouri River. It's a deposit of silt from the Arctic glaciers. And evidently they have honey called that.
So check out the Los Hills Honey Company here, 712-251-7484.
That sounds pretty good.
Got another sponsor here, Fluent Chiropractic Clinic. He's over there on 4240 Hickory Lane. I wish it kind of said who they were sponsoring, so we knew that.
The Metros, my guess.
Well, yeah, no, I know, but.
My niece was there yesterday. Was that Saturday? Yeah,
Fluent?
Saturday morning, over there for a massage and a cracking.
Go check out Troy Fluent if you're looking for a little back crack. Holst Family Seed in Climbing Hill, thank you for supporting the Sioux City Metros. Lederman Bail Bond, 712-277-0077. If you find yourself late on a Saturday night, having one too many, you might need to call on the bail bondsman there.
Yeah, if quarantine's been rough on you and you've made some mistakes.
United Real Estate Solutions, Lee Quaid is licensed in Iowa and South Dakota. So if you're looking for some real estate, I'm assuming home and maybe commercial.
Thank you, Lee.
Lee Quaid, check him out. 712-898-1606. Interstate All Batteries. I apologize, it's just Interstate Batteries now. It used to be Interstate All Batteries, but anyway, 3130 Line Drive, just right around the corner here of the rink. Check them out. Phone number is 800-535-2606. Elite Vision Sports Performance. You know who they are, Brad?
I believe that is out of North Sioux City.
North Sioux City, yep.
And they do some eye stuff, so they can fix your eye to brain stuff. You have hand to eye coordination and foot to eye coordination, but you have eye to brain coordination too. Increases your eye mobility and your awareness.
Peripheral awareness, reaction time, object tracking, depth perception, near far quickness, and more.
If you're a goaltender, they have an amazing program for that. So young goalies aspiring to be in soccer and hockey and things like that. Terrific program there for that.
Yeah, so check them out over in North Sioux. 605-232-3937 for Elite Sports Vision. Got another sponsor here, Overhead Door. The genuine, the original, 252-4431. Check out Sioux City Door if you're looking for some overhead door repairs or replacements. Eric Hoke, sales associate for United Real Estate Solutions for all your real estate solutions. You can contact Lee Quaid there with United, and you can also contact Eric Hoke, 251-4886. Certified Testing, another one. They are the geotechnical, the construction QC, materials testing, construction observation. Before your project starts, you're going to need a company like Certified Testing to come out and do all the different kind of samples, soil samples and everything that they do before they start projects. So if you got any projects starting up, you might be looking their way. Check them out, 419th West 6th Street, 252-5132. Ameriprise Financial, Matthew Chilton, the financial advisor. If you're looking to do some investing, contact him over at 6111 Whispering Creek Drive at 279-0646. And I think with that, we're going to take a little break here. Zamboni's going to be done. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
We're back for period 2 action here. We've got Cedar Rapids coming in the zone. High shot into the glove of Keegan DeVries here. 15 seconds into the period, they rip one at him. 1-0 Sioux City on that late goal there. And starting this period off with a 1-goal lead. So 5-on-5 action here. Back to the defense. They swing it around deep there into the corner. Lynch able to grind along the sidewall there, looking for space. Burge comes in and pokes at it. He's got Andre helping, throws a body on a guy, and then blocking the pass in front of Zombi, gives it over to Barner. Barner tries to chip it, but the defense pinched in, and he was able to do a spinorama from his knees and keep it deep. Hesse with a play to swing it around the net. He's got space coming up the side there, decides not to pass and gets it taken away. Pass across, it's Lynch. Lynch gives it up to Andre in the middle. Andre's got space. He's going to go up the left side. Tries to drop it to Hesse, and that one gets poked away. Barner's back to help Burge out on defense there as Hesse made a little run up the left side, trying to support the offense. Turning with it as Burge throws one up ice there. Holmby takes this one. Tapped across. They say no offsides. That's Chase Mann down in the corner. Mann bumps it along. Oh my goodness, Landon Toth throws 107 pounds around and knocks his guy to the ice. He is a heck of a battler out there. Pound for pound, the strongest kid on the ice, I'm sure. Cedar Rapids slings one the length of the ice. It's going for icing, so they're going to bring that face-off all the way back next to the Cedar Rapids goaltender here. 15-18 left in the second period. So, face-off here. Out to the neutral zone here. Burge with it. Oh, Burge swing and a miss there, and Hesse's going to pick it up for him and cruise around the side here, gives it to Barner. Barner slices one across here to Omby in space, and Omby's going to throw it at the net. Little bouncer. Trying to get it to be loose in front there for Chase Mann as Mann gets his stick flinged out of his hand there.
You just never know about those bouncy pucks going right towards the net there.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
Sioux City here. Feeling out Cedar Rapids. They're going to make a line change here. The home team gets the last line change before the drop of the puck until the referee puts his arm up and says no more changes, no more personnel adjustments, and Sioux City pushes that one down into the corner there where Cedar Rapids takes over. Great pass by Cedar Rapids, D to D, and then they miss on the swing plays. 36 didn't have his stick on the ice. So that goes for an icing. That's a simple detail. You saw number 36, the Cedar Rapids right winger. He curled up the ice and his stick, he was skating with two hands on his stick. Perfect. You want to teach the kids that. But when you're expecting a pass, that stick has to be on the ice. You can't stick it down at the last second in case you catch a heater, and his stick was about 3 inches off the ice. Puck goes under it, length of the ice. He's off, line's over, and change. So that's the difference. It's a game of inches here in hockey. So Cedar Rapids is going to try again here. Same play, up the side there. They get it to the winger. They're able to dump this one in deep and see if they can't get some pressure on the Sioux City defense down low. Force a turnover here. They force it to come back the other way where Burge gives it to Lynch. Lynch across the middle, just a giveaway there. As Lynch passes it right to Cedar Rapids. They can't connect and convert on a scoring opportunity there, so Lynch got away with that one. Johnson takes this one, gives it to Lynch. Brendan Lynch up the left side. He's got space. Johnson trailing. Andre in the middle. Who's he going to hit? He surveys. He doesn't see an open lane there to pass. I didn't either. Cedar Rapids will take over behind their net. They swing it out here to the blue line. They get it out of trouble across the blue line here. They're going to make a couple of line changes here. Very important to make quality line changes when the puck's deep in the second period and you have the long bench. The long bench means you're all the way on the opposite end of the ice as your goaltender, And so when you're making a change, you have to skate all the way, another 70, 80 feet to get into defensive position. So the idea of the second period is to catch your opponent in a bad line change, and you're off to the races behind their defense. Games are won and lost in the second periods of all games, so keep an eye out for those. Play goes behind the net here to Ownby. Ownby has it on the wall. Looking for Chase Mann on the flyby, but they get trapped in the zone there, and a battle ensues. Hesse with it behind the net. He turns away from pressure, leaves it for Burge. Taken by Chase Mann. Mann chips it up, trying to hit Ownby and then Barner, and that play's stymied by the defense of Cedar Rapids and then pushed in deep again. Hesse with it, and the backhand play up the wall here right to the Cedar Rapids winger, who's going to keep it down low. That one hits a skate. I'm not sure how that one's icing. It looked like to me like it hit the Cedar Rapids skate right across the center ice line there. Number 37, but no reason to argue when the puck's in hand, ready for the next face-off. So 12-11 or 12:51 left in the second period here. 1-0 Sioux City. Shots are 10-7 Sioux City. Leading in that category. Poked aside there by Drake Anderson. Anderson in front. Good job tying up his man. Brendan Lynch gets wrestled along the boards there, and he's in a battle still as Toff takes it up the side here. Andre loses an edge and falls down there, and the puck gets chipped up out of play over the glass here into the netting, and that's an instant whistle. So the netting is officially out of play. If it touches that and bounces back on the playing surface, there is a whistle.
However, as we learned yesterday, the rafters are out of play unless it doesn't touch anything.
Unless you're a magician.
I think that one puck yesterday went through probably 4 rafters, and those are spanned, 8 foot apart?
They are.
So I think it was Kai that threw that puck up, and
just amazing.
And it did it again later in the game. Somebody else. So that's crazy.
In the circle is Soma. Soma battles for it. He pushes it back to the back corner and goes to dig it out himself. Shot.
Wow.
By Woodbury. Just wide over there. He was looking for a deflection in front there and knocked aside off that puck. Max Barker pushes his guy aside so Woodbury can throw one at the net. A good save by the Cedar Rapids goaltender. Sliding out, taking away the lane, taking away the angle. He's about 9 feet out from the goal line there. And he just collapses on that one. There's nothing to shoot at. Toft going to take the draw here with Lynch to his left, Andre to his right, Burge and Johnson on defense. Andre takes this one in the corner, curls with it, leaves it for Toft. Nice circle overlap there. Burge with it to Toft. Toft gets absolutely hammered there. And off to the races comes Cedar Rapids, but a poke check by Andre relieves the pressure, gives it to Burge. Over to Johnson. Johnson with the outlet to Lynch here. Lynch up the left side. He's got space and speed. He throws one at the net off the glove of the goaltender and kept alive in front by Andre and Toft. They can't get the secondary rebound opportunity, so Cedar Rapids just skates that one out of the zone. They curl with it, hold up. They had a guy backdoor here, and 15 just wasn't ready for that play, or that was a catch and release and a goal probably. Toft is going to cross center ice and throw that one at the goalie's chest, looking for the rebound from Chase Mann. Cedar Rapids takes over, throws it up the wall here, off the boards, right to Burge. Burge will settle this one, tap it across to his partner Johnson. Carter Johnson up ice to Barner. Barner's going to chip one off the referee down into the corner where Chase Mann will go in and put pressure from the backside. Forces the play out there. Cedar Rapids on the cross ice play, broken up by the collapsing offensive back check of Barner and Mann. Barner with this one. Ooh, sidesteps one guy, throws it to the middle to Chase Mann. The deflection gets tipped just wide there. Cedar Rapids turns with this one, and they poke one straight out the middle there. Johnson's the last guy back. What's he going to do with it? He pokes it just far enough to the right edge. Cedar Rapids can't get a shot. 22 from Rapids down in the sidewall there. He takes a hard, rough ride from Carter Johnson. Solma digs that one out right to the defense there. They're going to shoot one wide where Omby's going to say, I can do you one better. I can pass it to the right defenseman. But that one gets poked offside, so we'll have a whistle. It's like a competition of who on Sioux City can pass to the other team's defense more. I'm not sure who's going to win this one.
It's been a good series of plays here in this. It's been a quick 7 minutes, I tell you.
I've seen really good tick-tock plays back and forth from Sioux City's forwards, and then all of a sudden they'll have just a little brain fart and they'll pass it right to Cedar Rapids like 4 times in a row. Anderson with it. Anderson with speed. He's going to the right side to create some space. He draws 3 guys over, throws it to the net. No rebound.
Wow, that was a good rip. Maybe get that just a little bit lower. Maybe get a pad save, but
it's funny how Cedar Rapids has that defense where they're trying to trap everyone in the neutral zone, and Anderson skated diagonally through the neutral zone, forcing the guys on this side to collapse to the right, and that just totally deflated their trap defense. So that's something to look at in the future when you're trying to defeat that trap there.
Omaha likes to play that trap game in the neutral zone too, do they not?
Yeah, the idea is to catch some guys with a bad handle and a bad pass, and then they just take over and bring it back at you. But
quick turnover, yeah.
If you can skate it all the way through that trap at a diagonal, you're forcing guys to get out of position and follow you. And that was terrific play.
Not necessarily where they want to be.
Right. And then you can make a shot or a pass off of their mistake. So the third line's battling down here in the corner there. Barker out by the defense trying to help out, and he lets the guy funnel it to the net, and Anderson in front doesn't lift the stick, and that one's in the back of the net there. So if you're a young defenseman watching this, your only job in front is to lift the guy's stick. It's illegal to score with your shin pad, to kick it with your skate, your shin pad, or anything to forwardly direct that puck into the net without your stick. So you don't have to push the guy, cross-check the guy, hook him, stab him, anything like that. All you got to do is lift his stick right before the puck gets there.
Yeah, it was just
it's the simplest detail.
It was actually a terrible shot, but it was just kind of a nice redirect by player for Cedar Rapids.
Player stands in front, stick on the ice, just keep your stick down, let the puck hit it and go off it right into the net, and you get a goal. So congratulations on Cedar Rapids tying this one up 1-1. Good play by them. Johnson goes to field that one like a center fielder on the one hop, and it goes under to the goaltender. He'll cover. The Vries wants no part of any rebound off that, so the man line will stay out with Ownby and Barner, and Cedar Rapids is going to change up and bring the 12-5-16 line out here. Sorry, with all the netting and stuff, white lettering and white netting, it's tough to read those Cedar Rapids jerseys. For these old eyes, anyway. Pass across, Cedar Rapids goes D to D. They throw one at the net looking for that same play, that redirect, but that one's get chipped out of play and into the back protective netting as Burge is over there trying to fish it out still. Can't quite catch that one, so.
We're taking that out of the zone. I think that went off of our stick, but.
New rule, if they can't recover it from the net and they have to get a new puck, they'll just take it out of the zone.
A new rule brought up today.
Yep, just now. Just made a new rule. We have to skate all the way to the scorer's bench. We're just going to drop it out here. So face-off outside, 8:22 left in the second. Score is 1-1 here in Sioux City, Iowa. Early morning varsity tilt here between Cedar Rapids and the Metros. And they force it all the way back to net. That's officially not a shot on goal, but they might call it one. In front, Barner with the goal! Oh my goodness. Just picking it up and putting it home, baby. Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Shake and bake.
If you smell a little something tasty, might be a little shake.
And bake.
That's right. And that puts Sioux City Metros up 2-1.
That was just right place, right time. He comes back to the front of the net where Omby was trying to make a play, and no defenseman in sight for Cedar Rapids there. So maybe a little breakdown in communication on their part.
You do not get a lot of rebound goals out by the blue line.
That might be one of the easiest goals he's going to see all year.
But if you go by that blue paint down there, you will get a lot of rebound goals.
Absolutely.
You might take some cross checks, but you will get some goals. Good place to be. Shot towards the net, into the netting. I believe that did go straight off of Tyler Omby's stick into the netting. It will come outside the zone. That puck stood up on its edge, so it was a backhand knuckle puck, and his stick got redirected, which is why it went up in the net. The puck did not. He's complaining, but we saw it clearly. Omby on the forecheck there as Cedar Rapids wins that faceoff again. Sioux City with about 4 faceoff wins so far halfway through this tilt. Cross ice play. Oh, looking for Barner on the stretch pass, and the Cedar Rapids player, Weber, he came out of nowhere and broke that up, or that was gone. They're able to turn and get a shot towards the net and stoppage of play so they can continue their line change. Sioux City going to bring out line 2. Short a couple players over there, so they're making line adjustments there. Off to the races, Lynch. Oh my goodness, Lynch was just one step off, but he was able to reach up, stop that guy from turning with the puck. Nobody's watching number 36, Weber, so if you kids watch this tape afterwards, you had Soma and I believe it was Andre or someone just trying to back check. They were a little ahead of the play, and the guy behind him was the guy they're supposed to cover. No one was even looking at him. You can't just race back towards the puck. You got to come back with purpose and intent, cover a lane, cover a guy, and start to take that stuff away. Once we play the better teams in the league, I'm not giving anything away to Cedar Rapids because they're doing a fine job today. But you play the high-flying teams like Kansas City. I watched them against Omaha last weekend, and boy, they can tic-tac-toe that thing behind you if you're not covering the guy. It's in the back of the net before you know it. Played there. Oh, Andre tries the chip along there and can't get it, but that leaves it for Johnson. He's going to just throw that one up, and that gets out. Good little forecheck there by the offense. Johnson takes over, slides one over here to Burge. Burge with the textbook play, D to D, and then hit the winger, and they were just unable to connect on that one right away. Ramsey fans on that, but he's able to get it in the zone there. Out comes Chase Mann with it. It was in his feet, so he didn't want to take a chance at putting himself in a bad situation and taking a hard hit into the boards awkwardly. Smart play by him to hold up there. That far wall play. Varner takes that one. Oh, my God. That is what you call a pillar turn, and that was textbook. He left that Cedar Rapids player in the dust. Headed up ice here. Man could not get that one over to him, though, and they're going to battle for it. Little crap after the whistle there, and to me, was that a high stick?
That was definitely a high stick. I don't know why they didn't blow it, but if we would have scored there, I think that coach for Cedar Rapids would have come unglued. Got to give a quick shout-out to my brother and my nephews.
No shout-outs. No shout-out Sunday.
Up in Spirit Lake, Jaden and Jaron.
What are they doing up there?
They're watching the game.
Well, terrific. Thanks, guys.
Tuning in on an early Sunday morning, catching a little bit of who loves hockey.
Watching a little Carter Johnson action here. Well, Carter Johnson, he's been told under his contract provision, if he doesn't score today, he's going to be traded to Cedar Rapids. So,
well, I guess he better get on her then.
Just kidding.
We got an elbow call here on Cedar Rapids. Sioux City going to go on a another pump and pack power play.
Well, it looks like they're going to bring PP1 out, which means we're going to run Hesse on this. I was going to just let you know that you were going to get to see your legendary skater Carter Johnson out there, but they've slotted Hesse in that right side.
Well, they've moved
for this one.
They moved Johnson to D. I guess we're running 4D now.
We are?
Yeah, we've been running 4D. Anderson, Hesse, Burge, and now Carter Johnson. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but
terrific face-off win there by Chase Mann. Nobody home as Burge was not there to get that one. It split them, and so the power play by Sioux City is back in their own zone behind their net, where we had an O-zone face-off and an opportunity to get a shot, and now they're struggling just to get the puck out of the zone. Barnum will take this one and just skate it out. He's tired of all the tic-tac crap, so he's going to come up this left side here with it. He opens up looking for the trailer. Slides one to the net, looking for that rebound. He's going to go get his own rebound there as he lifts the stick and shoots it towards the net. Hits a skate, then Omby turns with it. Now Chase Mann takes it with a pivot back to the D. He's got Burge. Burge throws it across. We do not play a double defense system here, so I don't know who he was passing to. They play a rotation there, and he's the only defense, so he would have had to skate over and catch that pass himself. Be like throwing a touchdown to yourself. Omby's going to tap that one along. Back to Burge. Burge turned left. Puck went right. They missed it. Carter Johnson's in a race. And that one is won and tapped in by Cedar Rapids. Burge is going to let the guy go get it, and he's going to box him off so that his forward partner there, or his old D partner, who's now a forward, Hesse, can skate it up ice, but he loses control, and Cedar Rapids dumps it back in. So just 20 seconds left on the power play for Sioux City. Unable to establish zone time as Burge he had an opportunity to come out the right side and hit Johnson, and he just waited too long and passed it into a stick there. No urgency from the defense here to make a play up ice. They're getting hollered at by the coaching staff from the bench over there, and everyone's just wandering. They are discombobulated, and they are going to get scored on here if they are not ready. If that shot was high to that corner, it was in. So these are the things that make my heart race, because I can see them coming a mile away, and it only takes that one missed pass or one missed play, and you don't get it out of the zone, and you are struggling. Cedar Rapids was hungry there. I haven't seen pressure like that from them all game, and that was killing a penalty. They were able to have pressure with just two guys.
Well, you know, it's the second game of the weekend for them. They lost yesterday as Metro's victorious 5-2, and they don't want to go home 0-2 on the weekend.
Barner turns with that, shoots, and it just goes off the bottom of the blocker of the goaltender over into the Zamboni corner. They're going to battle for it again. Omby takes it. He pivots, throws one. It goes high and hard. That one goes down behind the net. Chase Mann, little misread there as he thought the puck was still there. He had an opportunity to grab it, so the Cedar Rapids player just ices this one for some reason. They must have been desperate to get a line change.
Playing a little panic there. Sioux City was putting on some good pressure. Good opportunities there now. Cedar Rapids earlier was close to tying up the shots on goal, but now it's 24-12. So
3:13 left in the second period here. Scores 2-1 Sioux City as Cedar Rapids wins the draw and takes it behind the net. We have 5-on-5 hockey action here. Zomby is pressuring him. He's pestering the heck out of him. Cedar Rapids goes to the winger. Then they hit the curling center, hit the far winger up the middle of the ice. He goes left all the way to the outside, looking to that play across the middle there for the redirect, and that was a great play by Cedar Rapids. Just a textbook breakout, slide it to the middle for the redirect, just unable to capitalize on that, and they throw one back at the net. A little extra effort from them to keep this one in the zone and get a shot off. So that's their 13th shot on goal today. Not bad through 1 3/4 periods. If they can look that good and get a couple more power plays out of the deal here, they're going to, end up in that 25 to 30 shot range, and it's pretty solid for high school hockey. Cedar Rapids with the puck. Throw it far D. Far D's got it. He rips one low and hard on the ice, looking for the pad play off the goaltender. And Toff just gets his stick knocked out of his hands.
Well, this is one way to do it.
They're going to get a penalty. That's a penalty for hooking on that or interference as the guy knocked his stick up and out of his hands. And Burge is going to play this one across here. He's got Anderson. Anderson sauces one up here to the middle, trying to find Lynch. They got Lynch. Oh, my goodness. We're going to get 2 penalties on that.
Yep, he did. He just got another one.
This is probably only the second time in my life I've ever seen a referee call a penalty when he's got his arm up. So we've got the initial penalty, and then we've got the boarding penalty as he threw Lynch into the boards there. We hope Brendan Lynch is okay. He's holding his head right now. But for you guys, we're obligated to keep the camera over here so we can see what's going on the ice. We are the home team, so by league standards, they want us to keep a wide view of everything that's happening on the ice. We're not obligated to broadcast it all, but we are obligated to record it and have it if they need a future reference for something. So we keep it on the player here. I know sometimes you want to not look at this, but if he stumbles getting up or anything, they want to see that. They can see if he was possibly concussed or anything's going on with that. So we feel for him. Hockey's a tough sport, and that was just a tough ride there he took as the guy pushed him from behind. So Sioux City's going to have a 5-on-3. There's 2 minutes and 1 second left in the second period here, and both players are going to be in the box. So we'll have a 5-on-3. You can see he's clearly up in his own power. And he's as tough as they come. Brendan Lynch.
He is, and you know, we kind of tease him a little bit on the broadcast for being short, but the unfortunate part is that sometimes he's probably going to take more head contact than other kids.
You just do when you're down by their elbow at your, he skates low, so he's a shorter kid and he skates low with good knee bend and good stride, and that puts him in that elbow range for his head for people, and it's easier for a guy to push him, when he's that low, and it's a downward motion from a taller guy rather than a sideways motion if you're all the same size. So just not something we ever want to see our players or any players do, is forcing someone from the numbers into the boards there. We like big hits and we like rough and tumble hockey, but definitely clean. We want to see this thing cleaned up.
We like big butts and we cannot lie. Something like that?
I think that's a Christmas song.
Yeah, it is a Christmas song.
So we're taking a little bit of a hiatus here from hockey as they figure stuff out. They're giving Lynch the once over there on the bench. We've got the trainer over there looking at him. Explanations are going to the coaching staff. Coaching staffs are trying to use their best bargaining abilities there to gain an advantage, maybe an extra misconduct or so out of the deal, and if not that, maybe something in the future like, hey, putting it in the referee's head that we need a little makeup call, we need a little extra action moving forward here in the game, and sometimes it works. Referees will tell you it doesn't. They don't have makeup calls, but human nature will tell you that it does.
So what do you think is taking so long to get this thing rolling again? Are they just discussing whether it was a 2 and a 10? Looks like it is.
Probably, yeah, discussing 2 and 10, or if it was 5 and 10, or a major. Boarding with injury is different than boarding, and so sometimes boarding with an injury is a 5 and a 10. Sometimes it's a 2 in a game. I don't know all the new stuff that they got going on for the referee stuff, but they have decisions to make, and we'll trust that they'll make the right one. They got 3 stripes over there, and Batchelor, he's the ringleader of the whole thing.
Boarding and checking from behind are 2 of the most heinous things that you can, commit. So that and head contact. I mean, they're going to crack down on that, and as well as they should.
Yeah. They got it all squared away. They're just trying to square it away with the player now. So they're making explanations to the players in the penalty box to let them know how they've called their infraction. Much like you see an NHL or an NFL ref on TV, you know, announcing everything through the mic. The NHL guys don't do that so much, but in the NFL, big explanations on stuff, and that's what the players are getting from them. So power play, Sioux City, 5-on-3 here. Take it back to Burge. Burge walks the blue line backwards. He's got space. Again, the decision-making is not there. He waited till the last second with 10 on him and then just threw one into the corner. You got to have quicker passes. Pass it over, pass it, put it in. That's in. Barner scores a goal. Throws one from the corner, and he puts it right by the wickets of the Cedar Rapids goalie, and that's his second goal.
I think he was looking for the pass to Hesse there in front of the net, and I think it might have caught the goaltender's skate blade. I don't know, but that was a good goal. I don't think he was intending to score there.
I have no idea. I know some players now, they'll fake the pass by looking at the player on the cross play and then throw it at the guy's pad to go in.
Well, that most certainly could have been. But looked to me like he was making a pass, but good goal there for Sioux City.
Yep, so that's going to bring one player out of the penalty box for Cedar Rapids. So Cedar Rapids has 4 now on the ice to Sioux City's 5 players. We'll continue for another minute and a half here of power play time for Sioux City, 5-on-4, as Chase Mann wins the battle there into the corner in the race. So Barner comes in and takes over, stick hands a little bit, has 2 guys on him. He's just trying to kick it back to the defense there. Battles through 2 guys, sauces it over to Hesse, one-timer, redirect in front. What a redirect in front as that puck was curving. Hesse's going to take a hit there as they come to the net there. Barner puck protects, taps it along to Omby, backhand. Omby out to the point there. This is what we love to see here, quick passes before the player loses time, cross ice. Beautiful play by Hesse, just thinking it. He knew where he was going. He found his lane before it even came from Ownby and gave it right over there to Burge for the shot. That is the secret to a great power play, is knowing exactly, in hockey in general, where you're going with the puck before you even get it. You can make those quick one-time passes and then create advantages for yourself. So Cedar Rapids, good job here with 50 seconds left in the penalty and 50 seconds left in the second period, able to knock that one the length of the ice. All the Sioux City players converge over on that one side of the ice there, and they're able to take over the puck there. A couple of bad passes has put them in this situation. Now they're able to find Burge streaking up the side there. Burge chips that one in deep. Barner's going to be the first one there, F1. He's going to scoot that one along by that Zamboni door. God only knows if you try and play it there, you get your stick caught in that door. It's done. I'm not sure what Burge is doing here. There is no icing when you have a power play, and he just let that puck go. He could have easily won the race, turned, thrown it up ice here. He had 2 guys downfield. But we got Hesse on this one. Hesse sauces it across to Ownby with the puck to the net. But Cade Hesse ended up behind the net on the goal line. When you make a pass or a play, you want to stop before that goal line, because that was a tap-in play if he was another 1.5 feet towards us.
Shoot, if we had 2 more seconds on the clock, I think we may have popped one in there. But
and did that do it for the power play? It expired, I believe.
Yeah, it had to, because they were both at 2:01 when those 2 penalties were incurred. So
good period by Sioux City, able to put in 2 goals from Kai Barner and get a 2-goal lead here, 3-1 as the second period ends, and the Zamboni will come out here to give you guys a break. Well, you can have a break anytime at home, I guess. You can hit the pause button and go do whatever you want.
Yeah. We'll throw in some laundry. Get a little pregame going here. Game's coming up at noon.
Might be your last day to pick up leaves in your yard if you need to do that before winter actually comes. Snow coming on Wednesday.
Is that what they say?
A little bit.
So we might have a white Christmas is what you're saying?
7/10 is what they're saying.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a quick break.
We will be back in 15 minutes. We're back. Third period action here in Sioux City, Iowa. 3-1. Sioux City with the lead. They win the faceoff. Burge to Omby. Bad pass to Barner, but he's able to gather it in and chip it deep there. Little forecheck in the corner there. Nobody home in the middle there, so it allows the cross-ice pass right through the seam, and they're able to come the length of the ice and relieve that offensive zone pressure. Barner takes this one, takes a little shove from behind as he battles for it along to Toff. Barner takes over, up the right side, chips one to the net. Just looking for that redirect from Omby, cutting down the left side there. We're going to have a whistle here from the referee.
It's going to be on Toff here. That was right here in front of the glass.
Toff did not get away with that one, so they're going to give it to him, and Sioux City will be shorthanded for 2 minutes. We're going to get another look at Cedar Rapids power play now. Cedar Rapids wins the faceoff. Back to their D. Go D to D up here to the left wing. They're going to go for the dumperama. And they beat Drake Anderson to the puck there. Battle for it, but Anderson with second effort's able to rim it all the way around and make sure he gets that clean pass here to the left defenseman. They play it around the right side to the right D with a big shot. A clapper goes wide right, rims all the way back over here. Cedar Rapids able to keep that one in. Back behind the net. They're moving it up the boards there. Colton Kane chips it out around the defenseman. He's able to bring it in off sides as it got up in the air, and both him and Chase Mann were across the line before the puck floated with them. That was able to kill 40 seconds quickly there. So 1:20 left in the power play for Cedar Rapids. Sioux City wins the faceoff there. That's what you need to do when you're killing penalties, win faceoffs and ice pucks. They did both right there. And that's a good job forcing Cedar Rapids all the way back behind their own net. They just wasted 20 seconds, now just a minute of power play time as they cross the red line. Left on the clock. Omby shoves his guy to the ice and takes the puck. But he passes it right up to the defense, and they're able to swing one to the net there. Chipped along here over the top, and Barner has the puck on his stick, and he doesn't shoot, and he gets poke checked at the last second. That's where you got to push your body into that position to block that guy behind you, and he got surprised by the back checker. But what a play by those two, putting that together. The alley-oop pass and the taking that one in for a shot. Barner with the puck in front. As the puck handcuffed him, he was coming back for the circle and not the pass, expecting it to go to Hesse. So they're battling for it, and it goes off sides as 14 can't quite keep it in, and he drags it across with the shot, and that's going to draw the whistle. 14 seconds left in the power play to Cedar Rapids. 14:31 left in the third period here. Just getting underway. 2.5 minutes in, and score still 3-1 Sioux City. Cedar Rapids wins the faceoff. They take it back to the D to the center and then the wing, and they're looking to pass that one right to the middle to get a shot. Little mishandle on the stick there, and that one goes right out of the zone. Sioux City is full strength now. Toft out of the box into the bench, and Lynch back into play, so they've dusted the cobwebs out of his head and put him back in service. And it's Lynch up here with Kane and Mann driving the lane. Oh my goodness. Pass across from Kane and unable to get a stick on it as Chase Mann or Brendan Lynch. They're able to battle that one back down deep. Behind the net it goes to Cedar Rapids. They just shovel it up right to our defense. We've passed to them enough, so they reciprocated there, and Anderson throws one at the net for the stoppage.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Van Royens, Kathy and Ross heading back from Des Moines, listening in on the game or watching the game. I hope Ross isn't watching the game, but
watching and driving. Maybe they've hacked the vehicle and they can do that.
Put her on the big screen there on the Suburban.
Yep.
Or at least I'm assuming the Suburban.
3-1, Sioux City with the lead, 13:34 left in the third here. Shots are 27-13 as they take the draw there, and a shot right off the draw by Barner, just sticked aside by the goaltender. I think the net was off a little. We had a quick whistle right after the shot. It was a toe save and a stick all at the same motion. Tip of the stick, left toe into the corner, and I think the skate pushed it off as he made the save. So face off to the goalie's left, our right. Face off dropped and then won by Cedar Rapids, and they chip it out of the zone there as Burge turns with two guys on him. He makes a pass up ice to nobody. That's in neutral ice there where Cedar Rapids will play patty cakes with it back and forth, and Barner just comes in and steals it from the defenseman, drives the lane to the net, gets taken down, and he slides into the back wall there as he's taken out and takes the net out on the way through. Kai Barner just puts the right shoulder down and drives that inside lane and forces the defender to tackle him. That draws the whistle, no penalty on that. It looked like a clean play, a clean body position check.
I think he might have lost an edge, possibly. He was kind of leaning into that guy, so maybe, I don't know.
Ooh, right off the faceoff. Barner shoves his guy with the left shoulder, steals the puck, shoots to the net, then can't get the rebound, and it goes to Ownby back to the D. Right D shot from Johnson over the net. Johnson with the 9-iron puts that one up and over from the defensive position. Cedar Rapids able to skate out with it, but stolen at center by Colin Andre. He jumps around a guy, but the guy steals the puck when he leaves his feet there. Played all the way back in our own zone. Carter Johnson, D to Burge, back to Johnson, near side. Johnson up, across the blue line with a long pass to Ownby. Ownby dumps this one in deep. Chase Mann on the hunt. He's down in the far right corner. Chase Mann digs it with two Cedar Rapids players against him. He's able to win this puck. Mann still has the puck, dangling through center, and takes a heads-up hit as he had his eyes on the prize and took a body check that stood him up. Hesse's going to throw his guy to the ice as he dumps it in, but his guy gets up, grabs the puck, and skates away with it. Now it's a one-on-one, and a shot towards the net, glove down by Keegan DeVries. That was just a little flipper from outside the circle, and an easy catch for the whistle. 3-1 Sioux City, 12:02 left in the third. We're going to have a face-off to our left. Deep in our own zone, the Metros have been struggling with that outlet pass this second period. The first period they did well with it right off the hop there. We saw Hesse with a couple long plays there to center and kind of got away from that in the second. They could want to eliminate some of those bad passes with the long change might be the deal. And that one's played in front to Lynch, and he scores. Just a wobbler out front, and Lynch just taps that one as he's getting manhandled.
I didn't even see a call. I didn't even see a call by the official.
It just flops by the left-hand side of the goal and right up and over the pad.
I never did see a hand go down from the official, but
4-1 Sioux City.
It was a good goal, but that was really strange. I guess if the puck gets near the net, you know, at this age level, you should just cheer because they might just count it. I've seen a lot of that. These officials aren't even in position.
Well, you said it. The Van Royens are listening, and they're no stranger to that, as their son Aiden used to shoot and raise his hands when he was a little guy.
Well, they figured, hey, if they're raising a hand, it must be good. So yeah, we'll give it to them.
Best sight to see there. A little kid shoots and then raises his hands up, whether it went in or not. I love it. So pass out to center here. Kane's going to take this one. He gets held up for a moment, and then it goes deep in the corner. He's going to have to battle for position on that. Chase Mann comes in to help him out, and Mann throttles his guy to the board so Lynch can take the puck. Lynch skirts one guy, gets tripped up, no call.
Unbelievable.
Two times in a row, his feet were completely hacked out from under him. He was horizontal in the air with the ref staring at him and no call.
And now we're going to get an interference call.
Is that one going to be on Mann or Lynch here?
Well, I think it is on Cedar Rapids.
So we said makeup calls don't happen, but they just did.
Maybe that was yeah. I was just, you took the words out of my mouth. I don't know how you don't call that trip.
The ref said to himself, I should call that trip. And then he said, you know what? I've already let both teams touch the puck again, so maybe I can't. And then 2 seconds later, he called an interference call.
That's the problem. He's that guy from Wisco. You know,
and that is how you do it. So that was his own makeup call for his own missed call. That is terrific. That's good refereeing, if you ask me. Sioux City power play. 10:50 left in the third. Here it goes back to Burge on the D as they win the faceoff. Burge puts it up the wall to Omby. Over to Barner, far D. Barner with a lane. He waits and gets in deeper, uses the defense as a screen, and it hits the shin pad as it goes into the corner now. Chase Mann turns with it. Mann to Barner, near side. Barner to the middle. One-timer from Chase Mann goes off the pad of the goalie and into the corner. Back to Burge. Burge on the point, trying to get around a guy. Gives it to Barner on the right wing side. Barner chips one towards the net. It's blocked by the defense there. It's in the corner as they battle for it. Colton Kane comes out. Takes this one, but skates across the blue line as he's unable to get control. Back in across the blue line. Looks for the backhand play to Barner. Nothing there, so they cycle down low in the right-hand corner. And he passes to front where a shot from Mann has blocked the side. 2-on-1 developing here. Now it's a 1-on-0 breakaway for Cedar Rapids. They shoot and score! Short-handed goal by Cedar Rapids as Ethan Burge just did not play defense there. And they were able to pass right around him. Sioux City lackadaisical on the power play there in deep. Nobody covering. Burge all alone, and he just lets the pass come across and go.
Well, this
too deep.
This game just got a little bit more interesting. Cedar Rapids got something to play for here. They want to go home with without a bad taste in their mouth. So
4-2.
Sioux City better get on it here.
Face-off won by Sioux City. Taken over by Cedar.
Anderson now up playing as a forward.
Andre in the corner, deep behind his own net. Gives it to Carter Johnson. Johnson with a stretch pass to center ice to Lynch. Lynch skates up the left side. He's all the way deep below the goal line. Tip in front by Anderson just wide as he's holding on to the stick of the opponent for a good 6 seconds. No call. Now there's going to be a call. I believe this one's going to be on Andre. Maybe they didn't get Andre. Looks like they're going to take Anderson for the holding. Well, he was holding for a good 6 seconds, and it was all in front of the referee. And finally, he decided to call it. So that'll even it up here at 4-on-4 for 23 seconds. That last goal was shorthanded by Cedar Rapids, so it did not negate their penalty. A goal by Sioux City would have negated their penalty, and Sioux City got a penalty, so it's 4-on-4. Anderson in the box for Sioux City. 4-2 is the score on the board with 9 minutes left in the game. Barner with a big rip from the blue line. Caught the goalie off guard. And that one goes into the corner there. Jumps over Burge's stick at D here. He's got a partner to help him out this time. Makes the play to Omby. Omby wants to reset it, so he sends it back in his own zone. Burge has it deep in his own zone. He's got Omby near side. He passes to Omby near side with a couple of crossovers. Omby decides not to skate it up and then gives it off to Hesse. Hesse all alone here, 1-on-4. It's Cade Hesse as he goes up the right side. Hesse down deep below the goal line. Tries a drop pass and gets his face driven into the end wall there.
That has got to be head contact if I've ever seen it. His hands were up.
Well, they're going to call a penalty on it and give him, but...
Yeah, the official's putting his hands up like, what do you want?
I'm telling you what, that's the same play Cade Hesse made in Omaha when he got hurt. He goes in that right side up against the boards or in his own end, and then he makes that right shoulder turn at the last minute and gets slammed into the boards. You got to just keep your feet moving through the check, or you're going to get hurt on those. We've seen it too many times, guys exposing their back at the last second. It's on the onus of yourself to keep yourself safe, and that's a rough ride there. Cedar Rapids' first penalty expired, and now they've got another one. So a minute 12 left in the 4-on-4, and then Sioux City will have a man advantage for a good 35 seconds. This one comes to neutral ice here. It's Ownby, Barner, Burge, and Hesse out there for the 4-on-4. And they try for the stretch pass to Barner at the far blue line, and that gets deflected out of play. 8:19 left in the third here. Sioux City's doubled up Cedar Rapids in shots, 32-15 so far. We're going to have a center ice faceoff. Mann and Kane to be the two up backs, and Johnson and Burge on defense there. Kane drives his guy into the boards there and steals the puck from him. Goes right to the net across the circle, and then delays and gives it to Burge at the defensive right side, and he shoots one into the belly of the goalie. He'll cover up with 41 seconds left in the penalty to Anderson, which will expire and give us a one-man advantage for another 40 seconds. 8:04 left in the third here. Face off to our right. Chase Mann in the offensive zone to take this one. Single back set with Burge to his right on the wall. They win it to the corner. Sioux City has it on the right side. Colton Kane, center circle, cross to the middle to Chase Mann and can't hold on to it. Carter Johnson swings in from the point all the way behind the net, picks it up, passes it to Burge on the right D. Burge across far side circle to Ownby. To the middle to Mann. Mann can't release the shot, and it goes back to the point to Burge. Half wall to Mann.
Oh.
And cross ice play deflected.
Looking to hit Carter on the back door play there. Good to see him communicating and good puck movement there. Good puck protection. And
once again, same thing we saw yesterday. Great sticks in lanes by Cedar Rapids. Able to deflect that cross ice pass. It was a sure goal. Out of play.
I mean, it appeared we were on a power play, but we're not. It's even strength right now. So
it's even strength for 8 more seconds, and then Anderson will be out of the box, and the coaching staff will decide who's taking his place on the ice. They're going to call an icing on that with 1 second left in the penalty to Anderson as the 4-on-4 play cross center and then the goal line. They'll bring it all the way back into Sioux City's offensive zone. Face off down to our right in the offensive zone. They're going to bring out Barner and Burge on D. Ownby and Kane are going to stay on offense, and I'm not sure who's coming off the bench. Probably Chase Mann. Anderson steps out of the penalty box, and Cedar Rapids had a breakaway until our guy came off the bench there and stuck him. Took the puck all the way up the ice. It's Chase Mann. Got it into the middle there. Pass into the feet of, oh my goodness, pass into the feet of Ownby. And then Cedar Rapids gives it right to Burge for a shot.
Well, it's a good thing Chase Mann was coming off the bench at that moment, because that was another breakaway.
Yep. Barner with the puck at the point. Gives it to the side wall to Ownby on the left wing corner. Down below the goal line, he pivots. Passes it up high to the D. Fake shot. Cross ice to Barner. Barner near side, top of the circle. He's on the circle. He shoots. That one was listed for high corner and knocked down by his own player in front, Chase Mann. Back out to the point where Burge has it. Burge with the backhand, far wall to Ownby. Ownby sauces a 4-footer all the way across ice to Kane. Kane right side circle, then down below the goal line. It's Colton Kane with the puck. He loses it on the pass play. He's got a battle for possession back in the corner, so it's a 1-on-1 down there in the corner. Now a 2-on-2. 2 Cedar Rapids guys. It's Ownby and Kane in the corner, and they're going to blow it dead with 6:12 left in the third. Bobby Batchelor, the linesman today, ready to drop that puck down in the far right corner there. Sioux City's bringing out Andre, Toft, and Lynch, left wing. Anderson and Hesse on D. Hesse's just going to run backwards out of this one and let Cedar Rapids skate 97 feet up ice and shoot one at the net there. They're going to pass it back to the D. D to the D. Oh, my goodness, just wide on the shot from Cedar Rapids from the right point. And Lynch is going to bury his guy into the ice as the ref's not looking at center there. He must still be mad about getting hit from behind. It's Lynch over there. Lynch steals the puck from everybody in Cedar Rapids' whole team, skates it up the left side circle and shoots one 3 feet over the net from down by the goal line.
Heck of a keep there by Hesse.
Just a great job by Hesse racing in from the other end of the ice to keep that one inside the blue line, and then Toft is going to get tripped up behind the play. Not sure if there's going to be a call on this.
I don't think so. I don't see an arm. Or a bench opening up.
We're going to elect to not call that one and bring the icing play back down to our right. It's going to be Barner right wing. Soma with a shift out here, the freshman, taking the face-off here with Tyler Olmby to his left. Soma loses the draw to Cedar Rapids. They take it from the corner, rim it around far side. Far side wall, Cedar Rapids chips one to the middle, but stolen by Barner. He tips that one back in deep. It's down below the goal line of Cedar Rapids. They possess it. Soma comes in. Barner steals the puck from everybody, shoots one at the net, hits off the side, and they battle again down low. Cedar Rapids takes it off the near side wall. They hit the curling center up in the middle. He misses the pass, and it goes the length of the ice. Now it's Anderson behind his own net. Rims it all the way up here to the middle. Hits Olmby in the center position. Olmby skates up left side. Olmby with a drop pass, nobody home there. So Soma's going to play it back to his own defense. Hesse's going to dump this one in deep. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left in the game. Cedar Rapids swings behind their own net, brings this one up, out of their zone, and then they lose it again to Sioux City. Chase Mann's going to take that one, play it back D to D. Burge to Anderson. Anderson doesn't have a lane, plays it back across to Burge. Burge far side, skates it up the ice. Doesn't have an outlet play. It's Burge all the way, coast to coast rush all the way up the left side, and then he loses it at the last second and just tips one towards the net that the goalie's easily able to hold on to.
Yeah, his head was up looking for somebody to go to, and there was no lanes open, so he went ahead and took it in himself.
Now Sioux City struggled with that all season is a guy skating the puck up with speed up the ice. They're unable to find little soft lanes where he can make a pass across to. They're sometimes just skating too fast with him, so they're all side by side in a straight line. They're not staggering their forecheck or their zone entry where they've got guys in different positions staggered forward and back so they can make drop passes and sideways passes. They're all either there or they're not there, so it's been a struggle all year with that. They need to maybe work on the rush and weave a little more puck support, but they've been lucky here today to
somehow we keep the zone there.
Get a couple.
Not real sure how, but we'll take it.
I think it's karma. We made enough passes to them early in the game that they're giving it back to us. Cross ice play to Carter Johnson. Carter Johnson from the right point, able to keep that one in, and he swings it back below the net where Brendan Lynch will go in. Brendan Lynch is just dialed up. It's like dialing up that Energizer Bunny, and he's just going. Kept alive by Burge at the blue line. He chips it in, but all the forwards regrouped anyway.
Oh.
And then to Mann, Chase Mann in the slot, passes across. Brendan Lynch with a 6x4 empty net there, and he shoots it wide left. The goalie slides back across and catches it off the backboard for the cover-up play. And he holds on to that. 4-2 Sioux City, 3:21 left.
Great play by Sioux City there.
That was a terrific play. He just missed the empty net there. Face off by Sioux City. Stolen away by Cedar Rapids as they skate one-on-one through the neutral area, but lose control, and then they put themselves offside. So we'll have a whistle here in a neutral zone face-off.
So explain to the viewers what we were talking about yesterday in regards to that play right there. He came in backwards, didn't have control, so they call it offsides. But if he has control,
he can skate in backwards with the puck on his stick.
Okay.
It has to be on your stick while you're pulling it in backwards. But you had to have control of it before you turn backwards.
Kind of like that right there with Kai Barner, just came in a little sideways.
Yep, and Cedar Rapids is going to take a penalty as they push Colin Andre in the head and then down behind the net. They're going to take a roughing or a boarding call there, it looks like. So Sioux City has pulled their goaltender, put an extra skater out, and then somebody.
So the goaltender plays that puck, and the ref had just called ice. That was an icing on us.
So now the play will be next to him.
But because he played it, it's no icing.
The Sioux City defense do not have any clue what just happened.
Well,
Hesse and Anderson are down to the left there waiting for the face-off in their own zone.
I think they thought it was an ice, but yeah, the goaltender stuck his stick out and played it for whatever reason.
That's a great play by the goalie if you're a Sioux City fan. If you're a Cedar Rapids fan, you want to see that goal stick behind the goal line. Let the puck cross and then stop it. Face-off won by Cedar Rapids and controlled. They come up the left side there, but boxed out hard by Toft and kept in alive by Johnson. Johnson puts it deep in the corner. It's Toft behind the net. Toft swings it out, skates it all the way back to the D, passes to Carter. Carter Johnson right side. Carter up the wing, off the wall. He's going to the net. He shoots. Low and hard. It's blocked aside. Back out front to Toft, and Toft scores on the one-timer. Johnson to Toft from behind the net. And Toft buries it, so that's 5-2 Sioux City with 2:21 left in the third. That's a power play goal by Landon Toft. So the Cedar Rapids player will come out of the box. That'll negate their penalty, and we'll be back to 5-on-5 here with 2:21 left. Looks like Soma's going to get a face-off here at center ice with Barker to his right. Woodbury getting a shift there at left wing. And they're going to give the older forwards a little break here and let these guys run amok for a minute. See what they can do. It's Anderson. Anderson with the puck in his own zone. He throws one about 700 miles an hour, the length of the ice. Looking for a pass to Woodbury about 5 feet high in the air. I'm not sure who wants to catch that, but.
Oh, man. I tell you, if you would take that one in the head, that would have hurt. Whoever it was that was up there, was it Woodbury or Lynch? I seen him duck.
Well, he looks like he's got a P88 curve on his stick, and if you're throwing a pass like a shot and you release that bottom hand, that thing's going to go 6 feet in the air just because of the curve of your toe on that stick.
Now, Brett, I know you know a lot about hockey, but if you can pick out the curve of the kid's stick from here.
Yep, that's an easy one.
I call BS.
That is an easy one. It might be tougher to differentiate between a Crosby curve and a McKinnon curve down there, but
well, those are pretty close. But
when you see some of those Kane and Ovechkin curves, you can see them from the press box. Or the Kovalchuk curve. Those things look like a banana from up high. So
Cedar
this one's played back.
Net.
Cedar Rapids has pulled their goaltender with 1:22 left on the clock. The 4x6 is empty, and they skate it back behind their own net and make a play. They are stuck in their own zone momentarily. Cedar Rapids skates it out, pass through the middle. They are not ready, so Hesse looking for the glory hole there from 160 feet away, misses wide right, and that's going to come all the way back by his goaltender as a penalty. It's not a penalty in the sense of someone's in the box, but he's put his team back in their D zone for a face-off with a minute left in the game, and it's a 6-on-5 here. That's one you probably want to skate across the red line before you send towards the empty net. Cedar Rapids able to keep it in here with good pressure. Got 2 forecheckers on the puck, and Burge puts that one high up off the glass. Omby's able to steal that one, and Omby sends a putter the length, and he misses wide right, so it's going to be another one. Shot at the hole and missed. All the way back for an icing. 45.9 seconds now. 5-2 Sioux City. There's probably no chance of Cedar Rapids doing a comeback at this point. But Sioux City's making them feel like they can do something with all these icings. Taking pot shots at the empty net. Omby skates through and picks up the 50-50 puck off the face-off there. But Cedar Rapids chops at it, and it gets offsides as it just crosses the line before they send it back in.
I think that offsides was called by Chad Lynch. I seen the hand go up, and all of a sudden I heard a whistle.
Lynch is in a great position to call that.
Yeah, he is. He's right on the, darn near on the blue line.
Chad Lynch, the assistant coach from the Sioux City Metros. Standing proud on the bench over there on the right side. 35 seconds, and that one's rimmed behind the net, up the half wall here, out by the point here. Barner battles with it, and Barner gives it to Toft, and they swat it away from the Cedar Rapids player. Back in deep, race for it. That's Burge winning it and tipping it out of the zone here to Ownby. And then Cedar Rapids steals it, goes D to D, and they just rip one in as an icing play. So 13.2 seconds. They're going to have to put the goaltender back in. as it comes all the way down to their end for the face-off. Shots are 37-17, and this one's just about over. Landon Toft taking the draw. Ownby to the left, Barna to the right, Johnson on right D, Burge on left D. Toft enters the circle. Stick down, head up, and he wins that one. Back to Burge on the point. Burge is going to chip that one deep into the corner there with only 7 seconds left. Ownby's going to come in and just try and pin it. Ownby reaches for it. Oh, he looked like he was trying one last little turkey shot there at the end, but couldn't get it. So 5-2, Sioux City wins this one.
With the exact same score as yesterday, Brett.
Exact same score as yesterday. Totally different game, totally different style of play, but same result. So the kids out there giving a couple of stick taps on the ice here for the crowd. That's their salute to each other and to the fans. So there's no handshake, and we are done. So we'll be back in 2 weeks in Waterloo, and we'll be broadcasting from there. So if you want to stay tuned for the junior varsity game, we'll cut our feed, and they'll start shortly after this.
Everybody have a Merry Christmas now.
Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year.
We play right after the New Year, don't we?
Well, that's terrific.
Second and third, isn't it? Is that when we play?
Yep,
yeah.
So expect some bad announcing that weekend.
Ring in the New Year with
Jeremiah will still be ringing in the New Year.
Award-winning broadcast team of BA and JJ.
Yeah, we're going to win the Peanut Head Award of the Year, so
stay
tuned. We'll see ya. Drive safe.